this was a very common question. I have fatigue and you say fatigue may not respond. So this is an area where I feel I don't have enough information yet to really be able to give you a science-based answer. So although so fatigue has central and peripheral components. The central component means the brain thinks that you've run out of energy whether or not you have, kind of like pain. The brain thinks you have tissue damage whether or not you have. And then the peripheral component is the cells just don't have enough energy. So I did a research study like, oh my gosh, 20 years ago through the University of Calgary. And we tried to see, I think we had, can't remember, 20 participants. And we tried to see whether the fatigue was peripheral or central. I was cranky about the question because I said, guys, the fatigue is peripheral. It's in the cells. We don't have enough energy. So I wasn't even happy with the question being asked. But, I went along with it because it was well designed and well executed. And guess what the answer was? The central fatigue was greater than the peripheral fatigue. So I was really shocked. It never got published because the student doing the study zipped off to medical school and didn't have a chance to write it up. But I remember it very clearly, and I still have the data on my computer. So what that tells me is even though in my experience in my medical practice, some people struggle to shift their fatigue, it is possible, especially to the degree that the brain is misperceiving the amount of energy you have or the severity of the energy depletion. The other thing is that fatigue can benefit indirectly. So the example I came across in my practice the most is people with anxiety. Anxiety is so exhausting, right? You're just on repeat, repeat, repeat for the worries over and over again, and it uses huge amounts of energy. So say you pick anxiety as your symptom of focus and you're able to successfully lower your anxiety much of the time, chances are you're going to start experiencing greater energy. So I wouldn't give up on fatigue for those two reasons. Some of it may be central. I think everyone's a little bit different. And you may gain energy as you work on some of the other symptoms.